Hi, I'm Asheesh. Thanks so much for giving me about a minute or two, hopefully. So I work on this open source project and startup based in Palo Alto called Sandstorm. And here I have my speaker notes and here I have the presentation. So Sandstorm is written using Meteor, but I think what's really most interesting about it is that you can deploy web apps for your own use or for use by others just as easily as making a Google Doc. So Sandstorm, I like to say it's an alternative, an open source alternative to Google Apps for your domain or the whole Google Docs suite. But the way that we achieve that is by being a package manager for web applications with this kind of crazy intense emphasis on security, with the goal of providing a consistent, reliable user experience for people no matter what kind of buggy or vulnerable web apps they install. And this actually makes it a perfect fit for Meteor apps, and I'll talk just for a moment about that. Well, to zoom out on each of these in order. So it's an alternative to Google Docs. So how many of you have used Google Docs?
Yeah.
Yeah, great. Okay, cool. So Google Docs is awesome, right? It's like Word, but when you type, other people can see it at the same time. And it's basically, TLDR, the cool thing about Meteor also. Google Docs is great, but it has this privacy problem, which is that everything you type in real time can be seen by Google in real time. And if you think that's great, then that's great, and keep using it, and I'm not here to stop you. But if you'd rather not, if you'd rather have more control, then you might want to run stuff on your own server. There are people who care about this. There's universities in Canada that I was talking with earlier today that care a lot about privacy for their student data. There's nonprofits. There's big companies that don't want to give Google their data because they're competitors. And so Sandstorm aims to make it easy for people to self-host these web apps as an alternative to the privacy nightmare of software as a service. So that's why as a package manager for web apps, we can't rewrite everything ourselves, so we ask the community, the world, to build these open source web apps or proprietary web apps that run on Sandstorm. And one of those is called Rocket Chat. How many of you have seen Rocket Chat by any chance? Awesome. For those who don't know, it's a great Slack-like chat app that I use every single day with my team at Sandstorm. And Sandstorm looks like a usability project. It's secretly a security project. I don't have time to go into that now, but I will happily talk your ear off about security. It is, most importantly, written using Meteor. So with just a couple minutes, I'm going to do two things. I'm going to, if someone wants to time me, in 30 seconds, I'm going to start a new Rocket Chat instance using the Sandstorm demo server. So you can visit our website, you can click 60-second demo, and this will let you log in. And you're like, well, golly, what I really need for me and my friends is a Rocket Chat instance. So you can install this thing. It's rated 100% because it's actually pretty good. And after installing it, you can make a new one. So Rocket Chat by itself may or may not be super solid bulletproof security software. It's probably not, although it is really thoughtfully written. But Sandstorm, when you see a Rocket Chat here, handles all the access control to Rocket Chat. So this URL here is something that only users you've invited through Sandstorm will be able to see. And so even if Rocket Chat has a million bugs, people can access it because they aren't logged into the Sandstorm instance that has access to this, to a Sandstorm account that has access to this grain, we call them. And we talked earlier about making a survey. So if you, we can make a form in Sandstorm using another Meteor app called Sandforms, made by some friends of mine who work at ThoughtWorks. This is also open source. You click this button, you install this thing, and you make a new form. And so in this sense, deploying web apps is as easy as making a new Google Doc. There is, crucially, a Sandstorm meetup tomorrow, which I want to make sure to mention. I will be there. It's held at the office of this fellow Michael Nutt, who is running it. So I hope you'll strongly consider coming tomorrow or talking with me more today. And
where is it being held? It says
yes.
This location shown only to members.
Yeah, that's true. It's at the office. One sec.
Yeah, we don't know him.
Why not? I mean, you can RSVP, but it's funny. I didn't realize it was only shown to members because obviously I can see it because I'm going.
It's very secure.
Yeah, exactly. Well, so it's not strictly secure because meetup.com knows exactly where it is. But it's at the office of Movable Inc., which is 636 Avenue of the Americas, a few blocks away from here. But go to Meetup, Google for Sandstorm New York Meetup, or talk to me after this. Please join the Meetup even if you can't attend. This interface here is 100% beautiful Meteor, and actually these two apps are too. So thanks a lot. I'll happy to answer more questions later.
Thanks, Steve.